Hey, peace and good evening, everyone. This is your boy, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston, founder, minister, world healer here at Heal the World Ministries. And I have a very important message I would like to share with you all on this evening. You have to be living under a rock for the last few weeks if you are not aware of the genocide that has taken place in Palestine between the Israeli people, Israeli government, rather, military, terrorists, and the Palestinian people. As you know, this regime, this war, silent war, loud war, has been taking place for many decades. Far too long, if you ask me, if you ask any human. Babies are being killed, men are being killed, women are being killed. People's power is being turned off. People's access to basic human needs is being restricted, thus causing more chaos, more confusion, more pain, more sadness, more trauma, and ultimately more death. I think one of our most revered black civil rights leaders of the past, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., said it best: injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And regardless of your ethnicity, regardless of your race or your culture, regardless of your religion, regardless of your financial class, regardless of your sexual orientation, at some point you have to stand up. You have to stand up for humanity. You have to stand up for innocent lives being taken on all sides. You have to stand up for what is right and just. You have to stand up for love. You have to stand up for peace. You have to stand up for yourself. Because, as I just quoted Dr. King, a threat or an injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And so what's happening in Palestine right now has happened prior in other lands, and it will happen again if we, the humans of this earth, those who have humanity, those who still love life and value each other, if we don't stand up, step up as one human family and eradicate the oppression that is taking place, it will find its way to your doorstep at some point. I know some are wondering, well, what can I do? I'm just one individual. I'm just little old me. I don't have all of the power or the money or the access to the government. What can I do? One thing you can do, that we all can do, is to send positive vibrations, to be a reflection of love, a reflection of acceptance, a reflection of radical acceptance and compassion and grace to our neighbors. We can, here in America, in Western Queens, we can advocate for our brothers and sisters who are being oppressed on the other side of the globe, because it's happening here as well. I think just yesterday there was a young person in on the other side of Queens that was harassed for wearing a Punjab. They were beaten. That is not okay. It is not okay for one group of people to brutally attack you because you are connected to another group of people, and because you are wearing cloth and you speak the language and you are part of the same religion as another group of people. That is not okay. So we have to find a way to not just use our voices, but to use our pens, to use our bodies even, to be a bridge of love, to be a bridge of understanding, to be a bridge to peace, to be a bridge to love. Every human being on this planet has a right to express themselves freely. Yes, this is true. However, when your expression of your freedom and of your choice in politics or your choice in religion leads you to harm another human being and to ultimately kill other groups of people by the hundreds and thousands even, that is not okay. You see, our silence is agreement. Our silence is violence. So you don't have to be the most eloquent person. You don't have to be in the highest position. But I think most of us adults have cell phones, smartphones with social media on them and with a camera on them. And we can turn the camera on ourselves and we can share messages of hope, messages of love, messages of understanding, messages of peace, messages of compassion, messages of grace, messages of unity. You see, there's not only people being impacted, our earth is being impacted. Our mother is feeling the great pain of the wars that are waged between humans and nations. We are all breathing in. We are all inhaling this trauma. It is affecting all of our psyche. If you are online and you are watching videos of dead people, looking at images of people lying on the ground with sheets covering them, if you're watching bombs go off and gunshots be fired, you are indeed impacted by this tragedy, one way or another. So, I call on you, my brothers and sisters of the global human family, to stand up in your own way, in your own home, in your own community. I call on you to take a pledge for peace, to take a pledge for love. Know that the violence being waged in Palestine is not okay. The genocide being enacted in Palestine is not okay. Just as it's not okay in Africa. Just as it's not okay in Europe. Just as it's not okay in Asia or South America or here in Queens. None of it is okay. So we have a responsibility as free-thinking human beings with a heart that beats and a mind that moves to use our voice, to use our power for good. The problem is not, the problem is the bad people. However, the bigger problem is that good people stand by and do nothing, say nothing. That is a crime in itself. You have a duty to not only protect yourself, your children, your parents, your spouse, your siblings, those who are blood related to you, but you have a duty, a responsibility, and an obligation to do as much as you can to ensure that every other human being that lives is safe, feels protected, knows that their rights will not be violated, knows that their basic human needs will be ensured, regardless of their race, their ethnicity, their class, their sexual orientation, or their religion. We have to get this right, family. It is 2023. And we are seeing a resurgence of a regime that does not value human life, even their own. The innocent lives being lost on all sides is indeed a tragedy. It is indeed atrocious, horrendous, and flat out ugly. So, I, LaShawn Sugar Marston, founder, minister here at Healer World Ministries, activist, organizer with Transform America, filmmaker, content creator with Queensbridge Studios, I stand with the people of Palestine. I stand with all the oppressed across the globe. It is my hope, it is my prayer that peace will reign supreme, that love will get us over the hump, that we will be able to unite as a human family once again in this lifetime, that no more lives be lost, caught in the crossfire of government at war, of people who are not at peace with themselves. One thing I've learned in recent years, as it is my quest to see peace on earth, as it is the quest of many, is that peace starts within. The reason there is so much war, the reason there is so much crime, the reason there are groups of people oppressing other groups of people is because they're not at peace with themselves. They have not learned to calm their minds. They have not learned to sit with themselves in the silence and to observe all of the thoughts that go through their mind and to breathe in. Togetherness, unity, oneness. We are all one human family. We share the same air. We drink of the same water. The same blood that courses through my body also courses through yours. Regardless to the fact that we may have different parents and grandparents, in the beginning there was one. And we all have emerged from that source. We are all part of the same family tree. And so we have to stand up today, in this hour, at this minute, and declare peace and affirm that love will reign supreme. Evil, hate has no place here. It has no place here. So I implore all of you, wherever you are, to take a moment and send a vibration of peace and of love to all those impacted across the globe. All those in Palestine who don't have water, who don't have electricity, who don't have gas, who don't have food, who don't have access to the hospitals that they need, who don't have access to all of their basic needs. We will win. We will not quit until we do. I am a world healer. And I'm sure many of you are too. I'm sure many of you have a dream and a vision and a wish and a hope to see peace on earth and to see people get along regardless of their differences. Because truly I tell you, that which connects us, that which makes us similar, far outweighs that which separates us. Yes, we are different. Yes, we are individuals, and our differences should be celebrated. We should not be punished because of them. However, we know that there are people in this world who think, believe, and practice differently. So it is our responsibility to confront them, to stand up in their face and let them know that no more. We will stand by idly, no more, and be silent. We will use our voices. We will use our pens. And when the time comes, we will use our bodies to be a shield. We are all vessels here. What type of energy are you putting out? Peace.